Are you tired of constantly getting distracted? Does your mind keep wandering off into other things every now and then? Do you lack self-control and unknowingly start using your phone again and again? Are you tired of not getting things done on time, especially when it could have been? Does Googling how to be productive never quite seem practical enough? Well, that's because you're missing something, which is a mindset shift that is required to tackle this problem and create a formula that leads to long-lasting productivity. Make sure your goals are SMART, which when broken down means specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Productivity is directly proportional to your goals. There is no in-between. Once you set your goals and truly understand the relevance behind the set objective, you will start to realize that productivity isn't really about getting more things done. It's more about learning to enjoy the journey. Because once you understand the relevance behind your goal, you start trying to achieve it. And due to its importance in your life, you start to enjoy the journey. And when you enjoy doing the things that you're doing, productivity simply takes care of itself. That's productivity in a nutshell. And if by any chance you do not enjoy it, the importance of that goal itself would be a valid enough reason for you to get into a habit of being productive. I see people everywhere saying find your passion, but let's be honest, that's not feasible for most people out there because oftentimes we have to do the things we don't want to do. Let's say you have a job, but you're passionate about something else. Even though it might seem tempting to leave your job and work on your passion, that's still not a possibility for most people out there because they have responsibilities. And even if they don't, most people out there don't have the liberty to quit their job right away because that won't pay the bills. And this is why productivity is important, because it helps you create a system and make it a habit to effectively manage your tasks throughout the day that allows you to get your job done, as well as work on your passion in a way that prevents any form of potential burnout. Now, how do you achieve the goals you have set by being productive? It's important to remember that a life-changing goal isn't something that can be achieved overnight, and because of that, you should be patient and find a way to divide your goals into different parts. This allows you to work on your tasks one at a time that most certainly will compound into all your tasks getting completed and ultimately lead to an accomplished goal. You need to understand that it's important to approach things sincerely instead of seriously. For example, if you're playing a video game with someone who's extremely serious, then you won't have as much fun most of the time. At least that's what's happened to me. Being sincere means putting in all your effort, but in a way that makes you enjoy it. If you try to enjoy the process of your work by being sincere and understanding the importance of your goal, then hard work doesn't feel like work anymore, and productivity simply becomes an added benefit. Another way to boost productivity is by managing your work environment. If you look around and find things like a TV remote, gaming console, or smartphone, then you're most likely to be drawn towards picking one of those items more often than you think. No matter how many times you tell yourself, this is the last video I'll watch for the next few minutes, you're bound to lose track of time and spend more time on these objects of instant gratification. But if you had books, your study material tab opened up in your browser, or a simple pen and paper on your table, then that would be a game changer and completely boost your productivity levels because your awareness of things is dependent upon what you see around you. A good way to boost productivity is to understand what unproductivity brings to the table. If you frequently feel unproductive, you might feel constantly concerned about the potential impact it might have on your life, and this could lead to anxiety. The most obvious problem is that being less productive means getting less done, and this may result in missed opportunities and decreased success. Your self-esteem might also be impacted by feeling unproductive. You might start to doubt your worth and value if you feel like you're not making the progress you need to in life. However, it's crucial to keep in mind though that feeling pressured to be productive all the time is unhealthy. You're not a machine and your value is not entirely based on the output you're capable of. At some point in our life, we must stop and consider if we are even working on the proper things. There's only so much tweaking you can do to make yourself like a work that you believe is ultimately pointless. However, since the work is essentially useless, it will bite you back in the back and leave you feeling disappointed. So find something that resonates with you, or at least try to recognize a portion of that something which, if achieved, could potentially change your life. Once you find even a bit of something that matches all the criteria we talked about, your mind will become an efficient, productive machine that will automatically fit things into your busy schedule.